Over the years, there have been a number of accusations blaming world governments for active weather control systems that are not only capable of controlling weather patterns but can also be used to stage natural disasters like tsunamis and earthquakes. Some of them, like the HARP project, even got the attention from platforms like the European Union, and some even turned out to be true. So let's hear it out, what all these conspiracies really have to say. In October 2012, a few days before the US presidential elections, Hurricane Sandy hit the United States, killing 72 people and causing $68 billion in damage. Now, what does that have to do with anything? Well, according to some experts and even the Intel Hub, it actually has a lot. They find it suspicious that the government did not issue a hurricane warning despite of the fact that the storm was classed as a superstorm. Many believe it was perfectly positioned in order to cause maximum damage. Even the Department of Energy stated that the storm was a man-made phenomenon. Blaming HARP for the act, Andrew Leeds, a natural disaster expert, had to say this.
When the storm hit, President Obama got to look like a leader. He was being a leader. Meanwhile, Governor Romney had to go back to being a private citizen.
CNN projects that Barack Obama will be re-elected President of the United States. He will remain in the White House for another 4 years.
So what exactly is Project HARP, and does it have the capability to manipulate weather and make something like that storm? Situated in Alaska, High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program is a government-backed science project. It consists of an array of 180 electromagnetic generators covering 30 acres of land. It can beam pulses of radio energy from 3.6 megawatt to 5.1 gigawatt. Officially declared, the project is just for the purpose of research on long-distance communications, but according to many, including the former HARP employees like Dr. Bernard Eastland, who was a physicist working in the HARP project, stated that the Project HARP has two capabilities. Number one, the disruption of communications over large portions of the earth, and second, the weather modification. HARP denies these accusations, but it does admit that it can focus beams to create a discharge of energy, which according to some experts can be used to manipulate the ionosphere, making the weather control possible. The European Union called the Project HARP a global concern and even passed a resolution calling it to give more information as to what purpose it really serves. To this day, the US government denies taking part in any such activities, but it cannot get over the fact that in the past, it actually was involved in weather modifications. Back in the Vietnam War, the US Weather Squadron, which is used to scout wartime weather conditions, took on a sinister role when it started a secret experiment by the name Operation Popeye. Starting from 1967, the mission lasted until 1972. The main purpose of Operation Popeye was to increase the amount of rainfall in order to slow down the enemy movements. It required seeding the cloud formation over the area of Laos with silver iodide, successful in expanding the rainy season from 30 to 45 days. As it turns out, the US is not alone. The British government was also involved in a similar incident. In 1952, when the country suffered the most deadliest flood in its history, on the night of 15th August, when a small seaside village of Linmouth was swept away by 90 million tons of water, which was apparently caused by extremely heavy rainfall. But in 2001, BBC discovered documents that proved the government did actually authorize the military testing of artificial rainmaking as early as 1949. And on the same week as the horrific incident, RAF, the Royal Air Force, was experimenting artificial rainmaking in the same area. Traces of silver were found in the area, suggesting that they used a similar method. The British government is yet to state anything about the matter. So, is it possible to control the weather? Probably yes. Since the governments did actually show the tendency to do so, it shouldn't be a surprise. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. That'll really help us a lot. And that's all for now. Take care.